welcome back to my film and TV channel. We've got a British television drama to look at today on Channel 4. Yes, interesting. The book it's based on is quite popular, and yeah, some people like this, so a lot of people don't. We're talking about something called Summerwater, set in Scotland, adapted from the novel of the same name by Sarah Moss. So yes, if you've read the novel and watched the series, let me know what you think. Anyway, I won't be reading the novel, that's for sure, based on what I've seen on the television adaptation. It first broadcast on Channel 4 on the 16th of November 2025. I'm doing this review on the 25th of November 2025. Anita Singh, yes, we regularly look at Anita Singh, the critic for the Daily Telegraph, said the TV equivalent of a wet weekend in Ullapool. I've never been. Is it any good? Obviously not. A gloomy adaptation of Sarah Moss's critically acclaimed novel doesn't work on the screen, she said. So we'll have a look about that anyway. Please, if you are new to the channel, before we have a quick check of this, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Be fantastic to have you on board. Get all flashing lights there. Must be nearly Christmas. So do that, guys. And of course, if you've got any hype points to spare, that'd be wonderful. That helps all the algorithms, of course, like pushing those buttons and watching a lot. Watching this, guys, watching the ads, some of the ads, and watching it through to the end. It all helps the algorithms and gets me out there and all the search engines, etc. So it'd be much appreciated if you can do that for me. And please, if not already subscribed, you enjoy the content, please subscribe as well. Right, at a Scottish lochside cabin park, looks quite nice actually, apart from all the cabins are being rebuilt by the looks of it. Multiple families deal with hidden tensions and personal struggles while experiencing brief moments of joy. I didn't see much of that from their separate vacation homes. There's not a lot of joy in this, I'll tell you. It stars, very familiar UK cast: Doug Ray Scott, Shirley Henderson, Valine Kane, Arnes Feather-Vicious, Anna Prokniak, Gabrielle Scott, Daniel Rigby, Shireen Colt Kevin, Anders Hayward, James Hartness, Shauna McDonald, Jamie Sivs. So yeah, a competent cast, let's just put it that way. It's a competent cast, it's not spectacular. My little thoughts on this: I think this needs, at times, you just want to wind it up. It's just so slow paced. It's terrible, and you just feel like, come on, keep going. It sort of tries to build the characters up, but puts far too much into it. We need a bit more information. We need information. We're not dragged out like they do it. You just feel like saying, come on, bloody get on with it. And it is a straightforward, pretty but messy scenario, of course, where we know what's happened. We've had a fire and we've got a body. Now the thing is, over 6 episodes we have to find out what happened with the fire and whose body it is. So that's the whole idea, that's the whole premise, of course, and it's all told, as you'd expect, through flashbacks during the holiday, this holiday itself, and flashbacks of the characters when they're at home as well and leading up to this holiday. So yeah, and it's all a bit higgledy-piggledy all over the place, but I did binge watch it, so I managed to understand most of it, which I don't always do, as you probably know if you watch my vlogs. I get a bit confused, some of these, when there's a lot going on, but I didn't do too bad with this. But the trouble is, it's not really a great binge watch either, because it's not that much jeopardy in it, so it is probably best watching a couple of episodes at a time. But if you want to watch it, but yeah, it's you can follow it, but it is a bit annoying at times. We do get a little bit of an attempted supernatural element to it, like people finding themselves through going into this bothy, they call it, don't they? A little shelter up in Scotland, and so there's like a supernatural element introduced, which doesn't really go with the story as a whole. It's an interesting to look at, reflecting on oneself and all this sort of thing for the people that enter this bothy. But yeah, it's just odd. It's just really, really odd in putting that into the story in itself. This magical bothy, which, as I said, doesn't feature that much. I think it's more talked about than actually appears anyway. And as I said, the whole site is made up of pretty dysfunctional characters, young and old. Family units dysfunctional. There's not many happy families in this lot. And I thought with them introducing this supernatural bothy into it, that it might be a sort of purgatory, if you like, for these people. In fact, they are all dead and they've all come there to suffer in purgatory before they move on somewhere else or find out about themselves. But of course, it's not that silly. I wish it was. If it had been, it might have been a lot better. And despite there being some troubled characters, all with individual difficult backstories, everything, as I said, it's just so drawn out. It just gets a little bit monotonous. And just like one or two of the characters in this, you just sort of, as you're watching it, lose the will to live. That's as simple as that. At the end of the episodes, it feels just so underwhelming when you get to episode 6, where all becomes clear. Excuse me. Although you probably made your mind up in the meantime anyway, so you're probably sort of on your way to guessing whose body it is. You might be on your way to guessing who caused the fire, stuff like this. So yeah, it's not one of those twists you go, oh wow, I didn't expect that, that's for sure. Jack Seal from The Guardian scored this 2 out of 5. He said, back out of the room slowly and carefully, this bleak drama is a mess. Yes, he said he includes his piece by saying, although Summerwater isn't devoid of redemptive moments and its efforts not to stick to the template of crime mysteries powered by buried secrets is admirable, it ends up as a drama that makes you want to back out of the room slowly and carefully. Hard truths emerging on tense holidays might be a universal experience, but those cabins are just a bad trip. They certainly are. I won't be going there anytime soon, even though it looks okay initially. 6 episodes aren't the way to go with this. There's too much repetition. There's too much looking into the distance. There's too many pictures of trees and woods, and a lot of now happening, in fairness. And as a binge watch, as I said, it's sort of, sometimes you feel like you're sort of putting matchsticks in your eyes to keep your eyes open at times. I think in here there's an okay 90-minute melodrama. Trouble is, it's 4.5 hours, so it's a matter of sitting through the other 3 hours of filler, and that's all it sort of seems to be, as we wait to see who started the fire, and as I said, and whose body it is. And when we find out, okay, that's the end of that. Anyway, not great. Other scores on this: Rotten Tomatoes, only 9 critics, 2 are fresh, 7 rotten. So some people are liking it. Internet Movie Database, only 155 scores and reviews as I'm recording this, and it's getting a 4.8 out of 10. Don't forget, not out of 5. 4.8 out of 10. Now, for me to give this a score, it has to score at least 5. And I'm not going to give it a score. I certainly can't recommend it and give it a 6, which is my watchable rating. As I said, I did other things while I was watching it in the end. I watched the first 2 episodes literally just concentrating on it, and then the other 4 I just did while I was doing other things, just had it on in the background, and I could follow what was going on fairly easily, but it was still quite boring even doing that way. So no score from me. I wouldn't recommend this series at all. A bit disappointing. But as I said, I've not read the book. Let me know if you've read both, read the book and you've watched this adaptation. Is it worth me going and reading the book? Is it better? That's for sure. It'd be great to hear your views and your scores on this as well, please. Thanks for watching. Hit those buttons. If you can, if you want a shout out on the channel, or you just want to support me in other ways, there are ways of doing that. All you ever have to do is keep watching and listening. Hi again, hope you enjoyed the feature, guys. Thanks for watching. Please, if you did enjoy the content, please give us a thumbs up, and if not already done so, press that subscribe button. If you're not already subscribed, that'd be wonderful. It's free to subscribe, absolutely free. Also, check out my social media links if you want to follow me on TikTok, Instagram, X, Facebook. They'll all be in the description below. And my special thanks to supporters of the channel, yes, Piat6505, who have an eBay shop selling film and TV memorabilia, including posters, books, magazines. There'll be a link again in the comments section. And if you're into your football, don't forget my football stuff on Manchester City for general football fans, but mainly City fans, of course. Or if you know someone who might enjoy that, give them a kick in my direction. I'll be very, very grateful. And as ever, guys, comments on this feature is wonderful. Anything to do with film and TV, it's always very, very welcome. It's great to talk film and TV. I thank you guys for your support. Stay safe, everyone.